Welcome to OreoOlive.com. I'm your host, Scala. As you know, Oreo and olives don't mix, but the abstract thought of putting those two words together allowed me to create a channel to talk about diverse topics and diverse things. And the episode for today is this whole Gorilla Glue situation where this young woman online on her Twitter page, I believe, TikTok page, she appeared to have ran out of some kind of hair care product and then tried to use the Gorilla Glue in her head for whatever reason. And it's one of those things, y'all, where you should definitely know better, but I don't know the full story of why she tried it, other than her saying that she ran out of one particular product and decided to use the Gorilla Glue situation. And so from that point, one thing that really stood out to me in this, aside from one thing, I'm glad that she tried to go and get medical help from the hospital to see if they could do something to get it out of her head. So that's definitely great. And Gorilla Glue actually made a comment on that, saying that they're glad that she was seeking medical attention in that regard. But one other piece of information that I'm really interested in seeing how it's going to turn out is it mentioned that she would try to seek a possible lawsuit against the company because it did not mention anything about not putting in hair. Now, indeed, those type of products, say don't use on body, our eyes or whatever. But the company was like, they didn't think that they needed to put hair on there. So my question to you, YouTube, is how do you think this case would turn out if it turns into a court case? How do you think that it will go? Do you think that Gorilla Glue would win? Or do you think the young lady would win the case? And based on what? Because it's one of those things where we are supposed to know that Gorilla Glue is used on certain things, especially if you're into carpentry, you're gluing things together, wood, or gluing a piece of furniture back together. That's what it's for. But it's not for you putting on your scalp, because from the video that she put out, she said she had the same hairstyle for like over a month. That's a long time, and her hair was slick. But I really want to see where this court case is going to go if it gets that far, because to me, when I thought about it, it reminded me of the cases where the people were suing some of the fast food places. I remember like McDonald's back in the day. Someone sued because they had actually spilled the hot coffee on them. As we know, coffee is hot, really hot coffee. And that's when you started seeing the labels or warning labels on there, in a sense to let people know, hey, this product is very hot. So now, Gorilla Glue, I'm wondering what their take will be now, as if they're going to add another disclaimer on there to not put in hair. So I want to hear your thoughts and your comments on this. This is a very interesting one, and she's also started a GoFundMe page as well for support. A lot of people's been reaching out to her just to give her the moral support that she needs at this time. That she put the information out there herself and everything, and it's not, initially it was funny because I didn't know what I was looking at, but once the video started going through, I was a little bit worried for her, because already people put chemicals in their head for perms or whatever. Women put stuff in their head that already kind of has potential to like burn their scalp, and people can have chemical burns. And so with this being glue, I can only imagine what it's done to the hair follicles. And so somebody out there, a lot of people are going to learn a lesson from this, what not to do. But for her, she's got a pretty big following of people on Instagram as well, in her support to figure out how she's going to get over this. So we'll do another update in a couple of days and see if we can figure out what's what. But I'm looking forward to seeing you guys' comments on what you think about the situation. And we'll go from there. You guys have a good day.